Hi, this is Lisa with Reggae Runnerz. I am here at the Reggae Marathon office, which is located at the Running Events Jamaica office. And we're sorry, first of all, that we're running a little late today. We had some technical difficulty. But we are going to actually sit here and have a chat with the coordinators of Reggae Marathon, Alfred Frano Francis, who everyone knows as Frano, and Diane Ellis, who is the sponsor and media coordinator.
Yeah, right.
So everyone, this is Frano, and we're actually going to see if we can both squeeze in here together. So we are here. It is a beautiful day in Kingston, Jamaica. And Frano is currently preparing for another race coming up, correct?
Yes, we have the Sagicor Sigma 5K, which is a huge event. We have almost 1% of the Jamaican population participate in this event. Now, our 2013 census said that we have 2.7 million Jamaicans living here, and we are at the 25,000 mark, so that's about 0.92%. So in my maths class, they told me that you can round it up when it's nearer to 1, right? So we say we have approximately 1% of our Jamaican population participating, registered for this event. So that's a significant achievement. And Sagicor is also a partner with our Reggae Marathon and has been for a long time. So this is an event that we do and started as a Jam Damas Running Club, and we're still on board. We raise a lot of money for worthy causes, and it's all good.
Well, that's one of your running events, though.
That's one of the 20 that we're doing this year, or 21.
Okay, but the 21, the main running event that we're here to talk about is
Reggae Marathon.
Reggae Marathon.
The one with the wonderful international flavor.
Has the best flavor. I think that is probably the race that you're known for all over the world. Everyone knows about Reggae Marathon. It is one of the top 10 races to do.
Yes.
And we're going to talk a little bit about that. First of all, last year was a very successful year for Reggae Marathon. What were the highlights for you last year, as it being its 16th year?
Well, I think the wonderful participation of some persons called the Reggae Runners is always a highlight of the event. I think that the whole entertainment and fun component was rather huge, and getting back all those coconuts and the red stripe beer and everything, and having the wonderful music and everything was just absolutely fantastic. I think that the event went well. And we look forward to year 17 and see how much more we can increase the fun component and just the whole runner experience, because that's what we're about. So we go back to the drawing board every day and see how much we can make it more exciting, how we can work smarter, and how we can make all of you runners out there become our ambassadors, our Reggae Marathon ambassadors, and go and tell persons how wonderful an event it is, and have them come to Jamaica.
And I think that anyone that does Reggae Marathon, be it the 10K, the half, or the full, they always come back again and again. I don't think it's ever a one and done. Yeah.
Now, we love that. We want to know that we can give you that type of satisfaction, that you want to bring your family and your friends and come and not only run the event, but have a runcation, spend some time in Jamaica, enjoy Negril. It's a wonderful place to have a vacation and just relax. And Negril is called the capital of casual.
Right.
It's cool, it's laid back, and wonderful beach, wonderful people. So come and enjoy it.
So one thing about Reggae Marathon, it is a certified course, correct?
Yes, it's an IAF certified course. And just to explain to our viewers, that means we can run a world record on our course. That means you can qualify for the Olympics, the World Championships, the Commonwealth Games, or the Boston Marathon. Even though the Boston Marathon is not a certified course.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not a certified course because the descent is too steep. But they want, as the should I say, the premier marathon, the
Right.
oldest marathon.
It's the granddaddy of them all, I
Just to
guess.
select,
Right.
yes, select persons to come there, they require that you have a qualification, an IAF or USA track and field certification. So we are there. We have certified the course 3 times already. It's the certification is renewable every 5 years. So we did it at our 15th year, and we're good to go.
And what other races is that also for London and
Any
of the big races that you qualify for?
Any race. There's no any race that happens on planet Earth. Once it's certified by the International Athletic International Athletic Federation, you can run, because once a world record can be certified on our course, it is good for anything.
Okay. And the one thing that I always like to say about this race is that it's flat, it's fast, and it's fun.
Yes, and I like that. We have a wonderful course, because in Jamaica, as you climb the Blue Mountain over the weekend, yes, I always say,
We'll be doing that again.
yes, the Blue Mountain is the highest point in Jamaica.
Right.
But in Jamaica, when we are on our training runs like Masada Mountain, we know once you go from south to north, you're going uphill. But if you go from east to west, it's flat. And the Reggae Marathon course is parallel to the 7-mile Negril Beach, and it's totally flat. If persons want to see there's that word that's evading me right now, but if they can see the topography, they can go on our Reggae Marathon site, or you can visit Google Maps, and it shows you how flat our course is.
Right.
It's a wonderful course. It's flat, and it's proximate to the beach, so when you're finished, a lot of our persons have their coconuts, have their red stripe beer, and disappear into the sea. And the sea, I must speak about that too, because you know that you can go 100 meters out and it doesn't cover you.
Right.
So it's safe and wonderful to recover.
So those people who can't swim, it's really not that much of an issue, because you can still walk out pretty far and it still only come up waist high.
Right, and you can have your massage on the beach, because we have lots of tents and lots of persons giving massages on the beach, so you can have all of that. And once you pay your entry fee, you get everything. You don't have to pay for anything else. You know what I mean? You're allowed your coconuts, your beer, your eatings, your massage, everything. Your music,
live music.
And we have some of Jamaica's upcoming and premier acts performing on our post-race concert. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of fun, and we are looking at seeing how more exciting we can make that concert be, and try to make sure that it happens when the majority of runners are in the park.
Okay. So what can the runners expect while they're running along the course?
Well, when you're along our course, you have our hydration stations with our own isotonic fluid called Highlight, made in Jamaica. You have water, and how we specially package our sachets or bags with the water. It's done in Jamaica. And you used to have a thing in Jamaica called bag juice, where you put juices in plastic containers. So we have used hydration fluids inside those containers, and this has worked well. Plus, we have a lot of music along the course. We have live music, we have mobile music, so you can move and groove and run to the rhythm of our music stations. So it's all about the reggae music and the running. Right, mixed with all the fun with the great with these wonderful persons. Since inception in Negril, we met these mobile music providers who have been a staple since inception, and they treat our persons well. We always advertise that we are open for 7 hours, but sometimes we are out there for 8.5, because as a runner myself, I can't imagine a man reaching 24.5 miles and you tell him that the course is closed.
Right.
I mean, so we have never exposed anybody to that type of treatment.
So everyone finishes.
We make sure everyone finish safely.
And gets a medal at the end.
Yeah, and gets a medal, a special Reggae Marathon medal.
Right.
Not to mention your Reggae runners who have a double whammy.
Well, that's the difference. We do a little bit more. We bring all of our runners in to participate in Reggae Marathon, but we also support a local school. So that's kind of what our runners get. But let's stick with Reggae Marathon.
Yes.
The one thing that you did different last year that you haven't done in years prior was you had the corrals this past year.
Yes.
How did that work out?
Well, I think the corrals worked out fine. I mean, I thought we have a very disciplined set of runners who looked at their pace and went into their grouping, and I think that worked out well. And we're thankful for the suggestion, and we're thankful that we were able to act on it.
Well, I was at the start, and we watched all the runners, and the flow just seemed to it just seemed to trickle in nice and steady. So it seemed like it worked out quite well. And I saw that most of the walkers were in the back.
Yes.
So they took their time, and they were waving and dancing and enjoying it. And I think the one thing we haven't said is what is so special about the start of Reggae Marathon is the tiki torches.
Yeah, those torches and the drumming.
And the steel drum.
Yes,
and
the Rasta drummers.
Right.
You know.
And it's pitch black, so the only thing you have is the light from the tiki torches and, of course, the finish line.
Right.
Because you start where you finish.
Right.
So it's a different vibe, it's a different atmosphere, and some people use their running lights, but I think that the roads are very, very good.
Yes.
There's no potholes, there's no uneven pavement, so I think that it's very safe. And then by the time you finish with your first, the 10K, the sun is rising.
The sun is rising, and the weather is what?
Perfect.
The weather is perfect.
And when you finish,
makes you want to move.
Yeah, and
the
groove.
Dancing feet. You hear that, Bob Marley? All right. So I get goose pimples from the start, from year one. The first year, I know I actually cried because the start was so magical and spiritual. With the drumming and the lights off and just the torches. It is special, and we maintain that flavor because that's something that persons like. And we have a team from Green Island who come out every year and make sure that works, and we are thankful because the love from the persons in Negril is our volunteers is just really, really special, and we the success of our event has really impacted us and really has exposed the goodness and the kindness of all these people in Negril, and we are extremely thankful.
Well, speaking of your volunteers, some of your volunteers have been with you, quite a few, since the inception.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever. And, a lot of them give up, work for a couple of days to come to Negril because we are there from Wednesday, even though the marathon is on Saturday morning. And they're very special people, and they're really passionate about what we do. And, I remember they're not paid.
Right.
So we are very, very, very thankful, and it's a great give back to Jamaica because the economic impact on Negril, where all these persons come and they pay their hotel fees and they eat and they go on tours, and so it's good for our country. So it's a big give back where sports tourism is concerned, and we need that for Jamaica.
Right.
Also, there's a new focus in Jamaica when it comes to road racing. Since Reggae Marathon to today, that we have a big calendar of road races. A lot of persons are running. A lot of persons are maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So that alleviates the pressure on the family purse. When persons get sick, it can be very expensive. And the corporate purse also, when you work for a company and they have their medical insurance and so on, and you have to rely on it. Also, from the national purse, because if you have to pressure our hospitals, for remedial services, then we can save that money, and then we can do a lot of other things with it, like education and so on. So what Reggae Marathon has done, and the consequences that the advantages that has come out of it is absolutely fabulous. We still have a long way to go, though. We need more Jamaicans to participate, and not only in physical activity, but also in eating wisely.
Right.
Because I think across the Americas, and when I say Americas, I mean the Caribbean and even in the United States, we have lifestyle challenges like diabetes and hypertension and so on, which are lifestyle challenges, things that we can do some things better. to manage those things and alleviate those. And in Jamaica, we have a lot of situations like those. So, we have to encourage our persons to do physical activity. Running could be one of them, but also eat wisely. Cut down on all that sugar and fat and salt and so on.
And even if you can't run, getting out and walking.
Right.
Because that's so important. We have quite a few people that come and they walk the 10K, and we have a lot that actually walk that full marathon.
And I want to tell you something about the advantage that the walkers have. They see more, they hear more, because when you're running and you're concentrating and pounding and moving so much fast, the walkers spend a lot more time on the course.
Right.
They're able to enjoy the music more,
right.
enjoy the whole scenery more, and I think they have a great time, and they
yeah.
move to the rhythm, you know what I mean? So walking is good.
And the thing that's fun is that when you're walking or even jogging the course, a lot of because the roads are shut down, so a lot of the people that are going to work are walking to work, and they're cheering you on, and they're talking, and they're encouraging you. And sometimes you ask them, "Well, come out and run with me," and a few might actually run alongside just to give you that extra little oomph.
Yes.
But it's a very well supported race. It's a fun race, and I think that one that everyone should make it a point to come and enjoy. So if anyone ever has any questions, you can always email Reggae Marathon at
racedirector@reggaemarathon.com.
And we were going to sit and chat with Diane. Unfortunately, she was called into another meeting, but here she is. Diane, can you squeeze in?
Yeah, I can make it.
Okay.
Maybe I should give my seat to the lady.
Well, if you would like to, that's totally up to you.
That's the proper
We're
protocol.
family here.
That's the proper protocol. So, folks, see you at Reggae Marathon 2017. And always remember that Reggae Marathon is the first Saturday in December each year.
Thank you so much, Frano. And those of you who have never done this race, let me tell you, it is impeccably organized. It starts at 5:15. He has never been late. 5:15 sharp, that gun goes off, and we start pounding that pavement. So here we have Diane Ellis, and Diane is in charge of all the sponsors and media for Reggae Marathon. And Diane is who I work with on a regular basis. We probably speak at least once every 2 weeks about something throughout the entire year to make sure that our group, Reggae Runnerz, is in tune and in line with what's going on with Reggae Marathon. So, Diane, thank you for spending a little bit of time with us.
Thank you for
coming. We had lunch earlier today. It was wonderful. It was the best soup ever. So whenever you come to Reggae, if you ever come to Kingston, look up Reggae Marathon and find them.
I don't know if we're going to give everybody lunch. It was great.
So, Diane, tell us about the sponsors this year.
Well, Lisa, I tell you, we have been blessed. We have a lot of sponsors on board that have been on board since inception, in fact. And I think this year, I'm jumping the gun, but I'm almost sure most of them are going to be back on board with us. We enjoy a wonderful relationship with our sponsors. They seem to love the Reggae Marathon experience as much as the runners. And a lot of them come on board every year. Our main sponsors are, of course, Jamaica Tourist Board,
right.
Puma Running. We're partnering with the Heart Foundation of Jamaica. They are our official charity partner. The JHTA Negril chapter, which is the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, and they have an organizing committee in Negril, and they do a lot of the groundwork for us in Negril. So organization of the various events and so on, they're very much a part of it. So we have a lot of, those major sponsors are the sponsors who really give us the main support throughout the year.
Okay. And
sorry, not to mention too, Swept Away, which is our host hotel. They're also fantastic. They have been the home of the pasta party for many years. Mm-hmm. So last year we made a move over to Cosmos. We won't announce or confirm where the pasta party will be just yet, but we'll be having an announcement soon.
And that was due to construction.
Right. So we'll see how things go for this year. But so far, as I said, it's looking really, really good.
Okay.
And media, we're lucky to have the support of local media. Mm-hmm. A lot of international media come in. Last year we hosted Runners World UK, and a number of media houses who came in, not just for being invited by Reggae Marathon, but also through the Jamaica Tourist Board. They really provide a lot of support with our media partners, so we get exposure throughout the year internationally through all of these partnerships.
Okay. Now, registration opened a little earlier this year with Reggae Marathon.
Boy, we were right off the
You
gun
sure
shortly after New Year's Eve. I think the persons who didn't go out and party all night, they were able
registering.
They were registering, and we started off with a bang. With, I think, that first day we had about 15 registrations, which was amazing.
Because people weren't expecting it to open that soon.
Right. So we were early this year, and people have been registering steadily. In fact, when we look at the curve, the graph between registrations this year, last year, and so on, we are ahead of the curve. So we are hoping and anticipating that we'll remain that way right through until December 2nd.
And we usually give you a little boost about October when we put our Reggae Runnerz registrations in there.
Right.
So we add anywhere from 300 to 400, hopefully 500 this year. So that kind of catapults the numbers up a bit. So
we're very grateful for that. And in fact, I don't know if I can be allowed to use this medium to share the news that Reggae Runnerz is going to be now listed on our Reggae Marathon travel package page. So what this means is that anybody who wants to enter Reggae Marathon can know, when they look at the travel package page, they'll also see Reggae Runnerz. So if they would like to come in under your package, they are free to do so.
And our package, we come and we run, we have fun, but we also support the local community.
Right.
So our package is a little different than other packages. We work with Green Island School, and the reason why we chose Green Island School in Hanover is because it was the housing. They housed Reggae Marathon workers and volunteers when the race first started years ago.
Right.
So when I asked Diane, what school can we give back to, because our runners are so blessed to be able to travel, and I asked what school can we give back to, Green Island was the obvious choice. So last year, all of our participants donate, they contribute a certain amount of money per registration. So everyone that registers donates $20.
Right.
And then that money goes to the Green Island School. So this past year, we also partnered with Lucille's, I'm so sorry, I just had a block. Lucille's Management, and they also donated along with us, and we donated a total of $17,000 to Green Island School, which helps cover the exit exam fees, the school's participation in the pen relays, which is very, very important because you never know what scouts can be there, so that the students can get track and field scholarships. And some monies goes towards those that are going off to universities to help them, so small scholarships. But that is included in our package, or that's part of our package. And then we also give additional swag for our runners on top of what Fantastic Swag Reggae Marathon gets. And then Reggae Marathon gives a unique medal every year. And those who participate and come through Reggae Runnerz, they also get another medal. And this is just, and it coincides with Reggae Marathon's medal.
Right. I'm sorry I didn't bring last year's medal.
I know, I should have brought mine too. But we make sure that our medals are, they're similar but yet different.
And they're both unique.
And they're both unique. And every year Reggae Marathon does a different medal, and we do a different medal with the same logo.
Right. And I think that runners are, runners who participate through Reggae Runnerz, they're blessed to end up with 2 medals.
Right.
But to come back to Green Island, another interesting point is that our sponsors, the GHTA Negril chapter, they usually sponsor, especially in the past, they had sponsored a team from Green Island. So that was partly one of the reasons too why that school was recommended, and thanks to that scholarship, the students over the years have been participating in Reggae Marathon and doing very well on the local circuit, which is why you see them now participating in the pen relays and so forth. All of this is groundwork, growing and the development of long distance running in Jamaica, which is part of the overall, mission and vision with Reggae Marathon, that we can aid somehow in the development of long distance running here, because we are a country of sprinters.
Right. Yes, and in addition to the students that they sponsor, we also sponsored 20 students to run, and some of them, they said we're not running more than a 10K. But they enjoyed it, and most of them are looking forward to coming back. Some are now graduating and going off to university. It's just great seeing these kids and giving them the opportunity to do things that they might never had that opportunity to do.
Right.
So Reggae Runnerz works very, very closely with Reggae Marathon, and this year we hope to exceed a certain number. Diane, what's the expected number of participants for this year?
Well, we're targeting, but we want to exceed that target of maybe 2,500. We want to definitely break that back and go above that mark for total registration.
So those of you who have done Reggae Marathon, those of you that are coming back to do Reggae Marathon, tell a friend, and tell that friend to tell a friend, and make sure that you tell as many people as possible what a great race this is, because we want to hit that number and exceed that number of 2,500 people running in Reggae Marathon.
We also want to let people know too that for persons who are just registering directly with Reggae Marathon, register now, because up to July 31st, that's the early bird registration. After July 31st, the rates go up a tad.
Right.
So if you want to save some money, register now.
And those of you that register with Reggae Runnerz, you know that we have our own special registration separate, but it still goes through Reggae Marathon.
Right.
So you register through us, and then we register you with Reggae Marathon. But I think that all in all, Reggae Marathon is not just a race, it's an experience.
Definitely. I think if you want to experience Jamaica, the real Jamaica, this is what we try to give our runners. I mean, we offer Jamaican items, especially throughout the race and at the finish line. You want a Jamaican experience, come to Reggae Marathon. We can give it to you.
Yes. So, Diane, thank you so much. I appreciate you
welcome.
taking the time.
I'm going to just take 2 more minutes, 2 seconds at a time. I know we're probably done overboard. But this year we're promoting through various expos. We were already at Miami Marathon and Half Marathon. And then in March we'll be at the Dallas Rock and Roll.
Yes.
Then hopefully later in the year we'll be at the Toronto Scotiabank Marathon, and then October, November we'll be in New York for the New York City Marathon. So these are the main marathon events that we promote our event at. So please come and visit us if you happen to be doing any of those events.
And Reggae Runnerz will be at the Dallas Expo at the Reggae Marathon booth, and we will be manning the booth for Reggae Marathon this year. And we are also always at the New York City Marathon with the Reggae Marathon booth, helping to promote. So come by and see us anytime. And just, again, if you ever have any questions, you can either email me at runcation@reggaerunners.com, and that's runners with a Z. But direct questions about the race, you would then email racedirector@reggaemarathon.com, and your email will be answered, and we look forward to hearing from each and everybody, or just drop us a note on Facebook. We'll reply to you as soon as we get the query. We love hearing from everybody. The feedback is the template, the foundation that we develop, the template for each event. So please send us your feedback, your comments, anything you want to say. We're here for you. And thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you for everybody who has been participating. For new people, come and check us out. I'm sure you're going to have a good time. As we say, come for the run, stay for the fun. We'll see you in December.
Sure. Thank you.
One love.
One love.